I guess we gonna go on. We gonna move on. So how long do y'all think guys should pursue a woman? And I guess for you, does it matter how long a guy pursues, or do you know from the get go whether he's somebody you want to entertain?
So, hold on. I think I need a little bit more explanation. So you mean that I'm talking to a guy and
No. Y'all haven't started talking yet.
Okay.
So he's trying to get on you. So like, I don't know where. Maybe he's somebody you work with, and he show interest in you, and he keeps throwing hints, and he keeps trying to throw game at you. Does that matter how long he pursues you, or do you know from the get go, this isn't somebody I want to deal with, or does it matter how long he tries to shoot his shot?
So here's the thing. What anybody else decides to do with their time, that's on them. And quite frankly, I don't care. But it depends. So if I've communicated to him, like, hey, I'm not really, like, about this. I'm not into you.
But would you do that, though? Would you actually?
Yeah. No, like, I know what I like and what I don't like. So, for example, like, you know, I got cheated on, right? And so after that was over, I made it a point not to jump into anything until I, like, went through my healing process and, you know, healed the parts of myself that I knew were going to be in conflict if I were to come into another relationship. So for, like, example, like, I don't want to be jealous towards another person. I don't want to, like, project my pain that I have from my last relationship onto you. So I made it a point to not fuck with anybody romantically, like, not even flings, nothing like that. That didn't stop people from being interested in me or trying to pursue me, but I was very honest and open about that. But what anybody decides to do with their own time is not on me.
They think they that one. You see, like, she just don't know.
Yeah, no, people are so funny, man, because, like, they think that they can convince you, you know? And I'm a strong-willed person, you know? They're like, oh, this is a challenge. She just doesn't know. And I'm like, no. You're gonna end up hurting your own feelings.
Yeah, that's real. And that's like, you answered the question perfectly, because that's what I wanted to know. So in your case, it sounds like you already know from the get go whether it's somebody that you're gonna entertain or not.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's good. That's good. That stops dudes from wasting their time. So
Yeah.
what about, all right. So the verse for you, sorry. So how long you think guys should pursue women?
Like, if you just start out like just dating somebody, I say give it like a 3-day rule, then cut your losses. Because me personally, I don't go past 2. Like, we do it's 2 days and I'm done. Because you should, you know what I'm saying? Like, it should be progressing onto, you know, all right, what's going on, you know?
Yeah.
Because, you know, some women lead guys on for forever. They'll be going on dates, and the guy just lost it and went like, damn, this is like the 10th date we didn't win on, you know, and still I don't even find her that she's interested in me at all, you know. So at some point you gotta know when to cut your losses. Me personally, like, after 2, and I ain't gonna lie, like, I usually know after the first day, like, if somebody is interested. I feel you. Actually, women know if they want to deal with you from the first 5 minutes that they see you. First 3 minutes, so as soon as they see you, they gonna know where exactly they want to place you at.
Well, I also want to point out something else, because, like, here's the thing. I think in general, most people know, like, have a general consensus of what it is they like and what they'll tolerate. But it's been my experience that I could like somebody and they are seemingly okay on the surface, but it taken me some time to really get to know them, to decide, like, oh wait, I actually don't like that and I'm not willing to put up with that, you know? So you can be pursuing somebody, but you don't really know them until you spend more time with them.
No,
but there's a difference between, like, you know, leading somebody on and you having already that reservation and not communicating it.
Absolutely. That's what I was saying.
That's interesting.
Like, you guys got to know how to decipher that line from, like, okay, she's not really feeling me, and it's a thin line, you know. So, and I'm not saying, like, just be all thirsty and just overly pursue, because that's an easy downhill spiral as well. Because you know, you got to find some type of balance. You know, like,
honestly, I feel like it should progress into less of a pursuit to y'all actually building something.
Absolutely.
And if you still feel like you're pursuing after, I'd say 2 dates, really, If you still feel like you're pursuing, then it might not be it. And even if you got the number, it's just like just because you got the number, like she said,
absolutely nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
girls will give guys numbers just for them to leave them alone, or they'll block them right after,
or they'll get back with their boyfriend after they give you your number.
Oh, absolutely.
That's for sure. It's like people have situations too, and it's like people like think they're ready to. They'll go out there just to get their mojo back, and then they'll just end up back with that person and just, I don't know, you just left in the wind. Because that's just how it is. It's just, you just got to be realistic. Because there's all types of situations. You're not the first and only person that she's talked to. So you just got to just cut your losses.
That's another thing. Yeah. Like when you first get to know somebody, she has categories for different type of guys that she's dealing with. She got the guy that go on dates. She got the guy that she's, involved with, if you know what I mean. And there's you. The guy she just met,
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a competition, So I say timing is everything. If you meet her at the right time, chances are it could go right. If you meet her at the wrong time, it might just be a bad day for her, and
But it also is the responsibility of the person doing the pursuing to know what it is they're pursuing, and pay attention to the person, like the vibes that they're giving off. Like if they're showing you, even if they're flirting with you or whatever, if they're showing you like that you're not a priority and they're not really interested in giving you their time or energy, it's your responsibility to decide whether that's okay or not and make the choice to walk away, because otherwise you're equally as guilty. It's not just them. I mean, they're shitty for not like having communicated it, but if you can feel it and see it and then it's about you accepting that too.
Exactly. And what you tolerate be what goes on for the situation. Even if y'all do end up getting in a relationship, that might be something that bad habit might turn into a thing that goes on through your whole relationship, and you just sitting there accepting something that you're not really comfortable with.
Right.
That's what it's about too. You also got to think about, what do you want? Where are you trying to get out this situation? Like you're pretty much saying. So it's about knowing what you want and not just settling for just anything, and just kind of being conscious of what you're trying to get out the situation. And I feel like if you have that honest talk with yourself, you'll know whether she's right for you, whether that person is right for you or not. So
that's why the dating process is so important. You gotta ask 1,000 questions, not to the point where you like interviewing a person, but you're just gonna ask questions, because that's gonna string out the traits that you like or you may dislike at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But also, not just asking questions, it's about paying attention too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because people are really good at putting on facades and having the right words, like, oh yeah, I'm like this, I'm like that. But you got to pay attention to how they act. If they're a person that, oh yeah, I'm so loyal, I'm going to show up, I'm going to do this, but then they don't, they're already contradicting themselves, You got to be about it.
They pull up to the date with the representative.
Yeah.
Like for instance, like say if you guys set a time, like, all right, we're going to meet here at 8:20, she doesn't show up to 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Automatically, that should tell you, like, you can stay for the date, but that should tell you just ultimately, all right, she's not that interested in me, and she's not taking this any serious than I am, so,
Yeah, that's fair. That's a good example.
Me, I just lead up.
Yeah, but even beyond that, it's like sometimes it isn't necessary that they aren't interested, but it's also their habits.
It's a respect thing too, bro. Like that shows you, like, she don't got no type of respect for me. And sometimes you gotta grab your nuts and like, I'm not going for this.
True. Right. It's depending on the situation though. It's like certain stuff. I don't feel like all those situations are created equal. I feel like certain situations where it's just like, it's kind of like, cause people are just thinking about how many people. Shoot, Hayes didn't even show up and didn't let us know he had showed up. So sometimes that's not business standpoint. But think about it. See, it's about personalities as well. So I'm not getting at I'm not getting at necessarily. I'm not saying it's okay, but I'm saying it's just like you got to think it's not always that they're not interested. It's that it's their habits. It's people have bad habits. Some people have good habits. Some people are on time. Right. Some people aren't as timely. It's just. Right. You still gotta think about what you want to deal with, but at the same time,
I was here before both of you today.
Yeah, I'm the guest. Actually, I live here, so.
Oh yeah, my bad about that.
No, I'm just teasing.
I was like, you were early though.
I'm punctual.
That's what's up.
Yeah, you were punctual. I was like, but I did not think you. Usually people come late, so I thought you were gonna be late. We was gonna be the first one here. Well, sorry, was here. But
no, you're right, bro. But even then, though, like, even if you decide to deal with it, like you got to know how to check it, bro. Like, and not even in a disrespectful, like, rude manner. Just like, dang, you know, I was waiting on you for a little minute. Like, do it like in a jokingly manner, not to the point like you butt her, you upset or anything.
And honestly, she should apologize. If somebody's late for a date, it's respectful to apologize. That shows you like if she cares or not. I feel like that's what you would look at. That would matter to me more than her being 20 minutes late.
Man,
right. Like if she communicated like, hey, I'm so sorry, but something came up. I'm still coming, but I'm running late. Like that's a courtesy.
Exactly.
You'll be amazed. Some people make it seem like it's your fault.
Man.
Right there, bro.
No,
right there, noted.